Yeah, we're here with Kane, head coach Todd Selfies, back, I think, 7th year overall, but first year back after a 3-year absence.
Yep, that's correct.
Todd, who do you have with you here?
To my left, I have Jake Costanzo, senior offensive lineman, linebacker, and Harley Morris, senior quarterback and defensive back.
As we get through this, guys, feel free for anybody to answer the questions. It doesn't have to be all the players, doesn't always have to be Todd. But as you head into the season, what position group are you most confident in?
Oh, that's a great question. I guess we've got open competitions going on all over the place. I think our guys that are going to throw it and catch it, we feel pretty good about. That's probably what we have the most experience coming back with on the offensive side of the ball. In some areas we lack experience on the line, but we're pretty excited about some of the youth that we have coming up in those groups. And I think, defensively, probably our linebacking core, we're pretty excited about those guys as well.
Guys, how would you define success this season for you?
I'd say just taking it 1 week at a time. Right now our goal is to beat Montauk, so week 0 right now is our goal right now. So yeah.
As you look at the guys that have come out in the summer, from the beginning of the summer to now, where are some of the biggest gains come from? Whether it's an individual or a position group, is there somebody that surprised you, Todd?
Yeah, I think, we're really excited. Obviously, got a couple of seniors with us that we're excited about. We've got a relatively large freshman class coming in with some guys that, they may not necessarily be ready to contribute right away, but I think they're gonna do well to help grow our program and build our program. And really, we've just had a handful of kids over the last couple of weeks that just decided, came to me and said, "Hey, Coach, I want to play again." And we're just, we're kind of excited to have hopefully a little bit more depth, but also just the camaraderie of guys that just, they want to play because they want to be a part of what we're trying to get done.
As you look at what was lost, guys, who is probably the most significant player or players or position group that you have to replace from last year, and what is the plan going into this season to replace that?
Well, I definitely think probably the line a lot of the time. I don't know. We just got to get our younger guys working, I guess. Get them used to it.
I think in particular a guy like Reese Novosel, who obviously anchored our offensive and defensive lines for us last year, but can't really say enough about the type of leader Reese Novosel is. I know he's going to give a speech tomorrow night at the Big 30 banquet. He's that type of guy. In a room full of leaders, he stands out. And so, we're looking to kind of replace that leadership and those guys on the line. I think we're going to have some pretty good competitions from some younger guys on the line. And then also I think I'm sitting next to a couple of pretty good leaders, so I'm excited about that.
This is probably more for the players, but what benefits have you guys seen from getting back to more of a normal off-season schedule?
It's been awesome. We've gotten to go to a couple 7-on-7s now. A lot of optional practices over the summer. Getting in the weight room together, allowed to be all together at one time, so it's going to benefit us a bunch, especially during the season, especially bringing the freshmen up now. So,
obviously, you don't necessarily know what everybody has at this point, but as you look around the league, what team is keeping you guys up at night?
Montauk. That's week 1.
What are you guys looking most forward to this season?
Playing more games.
yeah,
I don't know.
definitely.
Just having more.
Have more
fun.
games, especially. We played, 6 games last year? Now we got a full schedule, so things get back to swing things. Things are getting normal again, so hopefully it stays like that.
Todd, for you, what went into your decision to come back as a coach, to get back into coaching?
First of all, from my standpoint, I guess I missed it. But these guys right here, I guess I coached against Harley when he was in Little League. He wasn't on our team, right?
Yeah.
But I coached Jake as an 11-year-old Little League guy. I know these kids. I've been a part of the community now. I guess I'm starting my 16th year teaching in Kane, and so it's a little bit different feel amongst the young men that we have because, in some ways it's kind of crazy because I grew up and I still remember them like they're that big. And, one of the things we're running into is a lot of these guys grew up calling me Todd because they just lived across the street from me or stuff like that. So we're trying to work them into the Coach Silph kind of thing right now a little bit. But I think just the people. I've said it for a while. We got great young men and young women in Kane. And turns out I'm not very good at being retired from coaching.
Guys, what's it been like having Coach Silphies back, again, I know we kind of talked when we were doing the live stuff, but you guys grew up as junior high guys watching and probably hoping you were going to get to play for them, and then it didn't look like you were, and now you do. What's it been like this summer?
It's been awesome. I mean, the tempo this guy brings to practices, everything. I mean, he's very organized. Everything's usually put together. So, super excited for the season. Super excited for how he coaches us. So,
Todd, when you were coaching, Kane had become a powerhouse. Maybe it's taken a little bit of a step back for whatever reason. Some of it just being a public school, and cycles are cycles. But what do you guys have to do to get back to the level of where things were at Kane?
I guess the biggest word we talk about is competing. I think some of the best teams that we had competitions going on every day. For positional groups, we had young guys pushing older guys pushing younger guys. And I think a great thing I saw a little while ago is when leadership takes hold, and it's not coaches telling people how things go, it's players telling people how things are supposed to go. Hey, that's not how we do it around here, or hey, that is how we do it around here. I think we just have to kind of get back to that hard work mentality a little bit. And I think naturally, like you touched on, there's regular ebbs and flows of the public school system, and it's a process, but we're excited to work hard for it.
Guys, why should people come out and watch on Friday nights?
Kane Wolves, man. Come to the Wolves Den. Get after it.